So I just did the weigh-in video a minute ago, and I'm actually on my way to get a massage right now. It's April 1st, it's April Fool's Day, although what I'm doing is certainly no joke. It's something that I have done before. I have done fasting before for shorter periods, probably 5 or 10 total for different times that were from a few days, from a day or two to a few days to five days, I believe. This is all prior to the last time I did an extended fast, which was the first time I'd done an extended fast, it was this last year. Today's April 1st, it was this last year for 1 month. I did 30 days, and that was in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I planned that before then because I wanted to be able to have the holiday time with my family, to be able to eat around the table with everybody else and be part of the festivities and everything like that. And so I did break the fast right, it was the day before Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve, I forget now, but either right before Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve, because that's one of the first things we do, is something that we do when we all get together, Christmas Eve. And after doing that, it was enjoyable and it was great to be with everyone, eat with everyone else, and feel like you're a stick in the mud when you're the only one that's not eating, which is, people can kind of feel like that when you're fasting and kind of feel like, oh, I want to join in, all this kind of stuff. If a little pro tip from somebody who has done extended fast before, and one of the things that you can really keep in mind is, if you explain to your family and friends what you're doing, they understand why you're doing it, they're going to be less likely to give you guff about it. Like, why don't you, have a piece of pie, or have some of this steak, or whatever it is. It's something that if they think you're just doing it on a whim for no good reason, or they don't understand, they might be like, oh, just have some food or whatever, come on, have something to eat or whatever. And but if you explain it, then they tend to be a bit better with not trying to goad you into, joining in or being normal or whatever. Although it actually is, of course, historically normal for humans to fast, as I'm sure people that are watching these videos are already aware of, because you've probably already done some research. So I'm in the car here, so I didn't really plan on doing a vlog here, but a vlog. But anyhow, now I am. So the reason that I did that one was for the same reasons as I highlighted in the initial video just a second ago when I was doing the weigh-in. And after, what I was saying is, I had a great time this last year, being able to enjoy the holidays like that, really having a good time with the family and friends and eating everything. But after that happened, I really felt like I definitely could have done the fast for longer. And the thing that, for some of you might know, you get a coating on the tongue when you do an extended fast, and when the coating goes away, and when you feel the sense of true hunger returning, which is sort of in the back of the throat, and the tongue fully clears. Now, my tongue, for the most part, seemed to have fully cleared. However, I did not get that sense of true hunger prior to breaking the fast, and that's probably because if I was letting my body tell me when to break the fast and not basing it on trying to have a good time for these holidays and join in with everybody else, I would have gone longer. And so what I really want to do is see what that's like, and not be shortchanging myself any of the benefits that might be at the tail end, at the very end of an extended fast, to see what type of healing happens there. Because I'm sure there's a process that the body goes through that's probably very systematic when deprived of an external food source. And I really want to be able to experience that, one, mentally, and then also to see what that feeling of true hunger actually feels like. From what I've read, it's a sensation that you feel sort of in the back of the throat, like a gnawing kind of a sense, very different than, of course, what most people eat, of course, when they're emotionally or psychologically hungry, or they just haven't had a meal for a while, because, in America, a lot of people are used to eating 3 or 4, even 5 times a day, sometimes more. And otherwise, the feeling that people get when they don't feel like they have anything in their stomach, and they think that that's something, oh, I'm hungry. Well, not actually true. That's what people call being hungry. not true hunger. So I want to see what that's like. I want to experience that, and then I also want to have the benefit physiologically of whatever might be, if it is systematized, which I'm not sure of, but I would imagine that it might be, whatever the last things that that the body heals. Now, maybe the last things the body heals are the least important, or I don't know, maybe they could end up, well, we've got all this done, now let's tackle the big stuff. Maybe it goes smallest, I don't know, you know. So more research is needed, and I think these different this YouTube community that's kind of grown up around people that are doing these extended fasts, documenting their process, talking to people about the things they've learned, the experience, the difficulties, the ups and the downs, what it's really like. I think that's really going to help contribute and really push it forward, and I don't want to say into the mainstream, but increase, because maybe that'll never happen, because it's not something that really maybe a lot of people necessarily might have the wherewithal or drive to maybe accomplish. Maybe not. Maybe in the future it'll be something that everybody once a year for the most part does there. That'd be cool if it was, because I really think there's probably a lot of benefits. So I doubt that'll ever happen. But really pushing the ball forward in terms of the knowledge, the understanding, the awareness, and I think there's a lot of more research that can be done. So I think doing this, getting more interest, is really a key thing to that, and being able to contribute to this, something I feel is really important. It's a really cool feeling, even though it's only day one. What happened was I actually did record videos for the 30-day, and then I planned on starting this channel then, and then towards the end I got busy, and I had started a new job, and I got real busy, and I forgot I didn't forget, but I was busy, and I didn't do a couple days videos at the end. So it was like I had 25 or 26 or 27, maybe 26 or 27 days of videos, and I was planning on only doing 30 days then, because that was the 30 days in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't know how good the video is here with the sunlight, but anyhow, that was the time that was in between there. So I was already planning on that, and then a lot of traffic tonight. And I lost train of thought there with all the traffic. So I didn't get all the videos for the 30 days. And so I felt like to do a 30-day fast when I'm doing a video every day and then not have all the days, I feel like I was kind of shortchanging, I don't know, whoever might appreciate the videos, or yeah. So I didn't end up posting those, and I actually ended up deleting them off my phone, which in retrospect, maybe it would have been cool to have those, but I deleted them, so that is what it is. But yeah, so here's day one, and on my way to get a massage. Not something I really do regularly, but it just actually happened to coincide with the first day of this fast. I set this appointment like a month ago, and it just happens to coincide with the day that I ended up. Anyhow, it's a long story. I had some family visiting, and I didn't want to fast when they were visiting, start when they were visiting, because I wanted to be able to be with them for the same kind of reason that I talked about with the holidays prior. And then they just left, and it just happened to be starting on the 1st of the month, which just happens to be the 1st of April. So that's pretty much it for this first video, well, second video, however you want to call it, first vlog for the health initiative here. More to follow, and stay positive.